I remember the moment she said it like it was yesterday. We were in our apartment, her suitcase open on the bed, half packed, clothes spilling over like she had already decided to leave a part of herself behind. The smell of the hotel-sized shampoo she insisted on using filled the air. I was putting dishes away, trying to ignore the growing tension between us, when she leaned against the bed and dropped the bomb. "My friends, they think you're a joke," she said casually, flipping her hair over her shoulder. And honestly, they're not wrong. For a second, I thought I'd misheard. "You're serious?" I asked slowly, my voice deceptively calm. She shrugged, her expression perfectly composed, almost triumphant. "Yes, I mean, look at you. So predictable. So boring. You're fine for a quiet night at home, but that's not exciting, is it? My friends can see it. They know. And now, I have this trip, this girl's trip, and I need a break from, everything predictable." The words hit me harder than I expected. Not because they were mean, they were expected, but because she had planned them like tiny daggers, aimed to wound me in the privacy of our own home before she left for a weekend she knew would be full of fun, gossip, and possibly secrets. I didn't shout. I didn't beg. I didn't storm out. I just looked at her, calm, steady. "You know," I said slowly, placing the dishcloth down, "it's funny you think my predictability is a weakness. You think it's boring. But predictability has a strength you've never understood. It's reliability, stability, trust, and you're about to realize exactly how much you depend on it." Her eyes flicked, confused. "What are you talking about?" "I'm talking about what happens when someone counts you out, mocks you, underestimates you. While you're gone on this little trip, thinking you're free to prove me boring, I'm going to make sure you remember exactly who you're dealing with." She laughed nervously. "Oh, come on. Don't be dramatic." But I didn't smile. I didn't back down. I just let her leave. Let her pack. Let her hug her friends goodbye. Let her step into a world where she thought she had the upper hand. I had prepared, quietly, carefully, weeks of small observations, subtle records of conversations, financial patterns, and even tiny favors she had overlooked. Everything was documented. Everything would matter if she tried to act superior, if she tried to show off in front of her friends, or worse, if she tried to humiliate me. By the time her girls' trip ended, the quiet revenge I had orchestrated had already begun to take shape. Subtle reminders of her dependence on me appeared. A package left at her door. A few well-timed calls from mutual friends clarifying truths she had tried to ignore. The threads of her social circle subtly shifted, and when she returned, her laughter, her smugness, the confidence she carried like armor, was gone. She tried to brush it off, tried to reclaim the sense of superiority she had flaunted before leaving. But I didn't rise to her bait. I remained calm, composed, and subtly in control. The knowledge that I had quietly orchestrated consequences she never saw coming weighed on her, unspoken but undeniable. Sometimes, I realized, revenge isn't about shouting or confrontation. It's about precision, timing, calm, and letting the person who thinks they're clever slowly realize that the real power was in front of them all along. That girl's trip, she came back humbled, cautious, and finally, just for a moment, silent. Her friend's laughter no longer mattered. She had underestimated me, and for the first time, she felt the weight of the mistake. And in that quiet apartment, amidst the remnants of her suitcase, I knew the lesson had been delivered. Underestimate predictability at your own peril.